Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. One of the most concerning heat-trapping gases on the rise is methane. It's 100 times stronger at holding heat than carbon dioxide for the first couple of decades in the atmosphere. Cattle are a big producer as they belch their food from one chamber to the next in their four-chambered stomachs, releasing methane. Thawing subarctic soils, formerly permanently frozen but not any longer, are bleeding megatons of methane into an overheated atmosphere. Now, the latest report from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, shows a methane hotspot in New Mexico. Are the soils thawing? Not. Climate-altering methane emissions are generated by the oil and gas industry in New Mexico's San Juan Basin. That hotspot was initially observed from a 2014 satellite. NASA found 50% of the San Juan Basin's methane emissions are coming from 250 natural gas and coal mines. So where's the other 50% coming from? There's 20,000, mainly old gas wells, many storage tanks, and thousands of miles of pipelines and several gas processing plants in the area. And they're bleeding methane. These leaks are very disturbing since we're in a runaway climate in crisis. More than 3 years ago, North Dakota was seen from outer space. The nighttime lights came from fracking rigs belonging to 150 oil companies, drilling 8 new wells every day, pulling over 660,000 barrels of oil and gas a day from the ground. Good grief. Major amounts of methane are polluting the atmosphere from there too. My colleagues dubbed it Kuwait on the prairies. How disgusting. Over the past 11 years in America, 270,000 wells have been fracked in 25 states. More than 10 million Americans live within a mile of a fracking site. They face, according to hundreds of peer-reviewed science articles, cancer, asthma, and birth defects. What kind of a world are we leaving for the children and our life support system nature? This much we know. With Louisiana flooding and California burning, if we don't reduce our dependency upon fossil fuel by 80% by 2030 and 100% by 2050, the oceans will rise by at least 4, but more likely 6 feet. Globally, dystopia. We must not go quietly into this impoverished future, ladies and gentlemen. The single biggest thing that you can do right now is to switch your diet to a plant-based one. It's healthy, easy, water-smart, and compassionate. 65 billion animals are slaughtered every year to feed humans. The facts are we've run out of land to feed the animals to feed the people. Animal agriculture contributes over 18% of the climate-altering greenhouse gases, including methane. That's more than all transportation globally. Hashtag compassion. Hashtag save nature now. Hashtag love nature. Hashtag love is the solution. Earthcast SOS depends upon you, the listeners. So don't be bashful. Come on to drreese.com, DRREESE.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click on that donate button. And pick yourself up any number of swell books on bees, trees, seas, wild weather, and life, the wonder of it all. drreese.com. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.